Unbelievable. Unreal. You know, I leave for a week. I go on vacation, I leave for a week, and I come home to this. It's absolutely disheartening. Folks, I'm just getting back from Reno, Nevada. It's my first day being home, and boy, do I come home to some major news. There's a rapper by the name of Lil Tune. Wait, that's Lil Wayne. Pistachio, Mitsubishi 6, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Folks, if you don't think we're about to address this situation featuring Tekashi 6ix9ine just recently getting arrested again, you're absolutely mistaken. And in fact, I'm about to tell you some pretty interesting things about this guy's situation that you might find pretty interesting. Again, folks, I was just recently on vacation. I was gone for a week. I was in Reno, Nevada. And when I was gone, my God, a lot of news broke. Tekashi 6ix9ine would end up getting arrested by the feds for some weapons charges and also racketeering. And for those of you who don't know what a racketeering charge is, that is running a criminal organization and making money from it. In fact, when I was in the jail a long time ago, many moons ago, many years ago, you know, they tried to give me a racketeering charge for tattooing. At least that's what they were threatening to do to me, the guards were. I was laughing in their face like, what y'all think y'all the feds? You really think you about to sit here and give me a racketeering charge for doing some pick and poke tattoos up inside the jail? I mean, I am running a criminal organization. Tattooing is illegal while in jail. You're not allowed to do it. You can get in a lot of trouble. And I was also profiting from it. So, you know, they might have had a pretty valid point. It wasn't like I was making very much money at all, though. But this guy, Tekashi or Tekken or Tomb Raider 6ix9ine, whatever his name is, I gotta be honest with you guys, I have never heard not one single song from this dude. In fact, I actually tried to listen to one song. It was on Facebook. They were playing it on Facebook. And as soon as I hit play, I didn't make it 5 seconds into that song before I was on to the next one. On to the next dumb video that I was seeing on Facebook. This guy's music is horrible. I don't understand how this guy got so popular. It probably has to do with his skittle-colored hair. Boy, Joe, you going in this morning. Or maybe it's the fact that his teeth look like candy corn and other types of candy that kids get on Halloween. But as I'm looking over 6ix9ine's Wikipedia, I noticed that he has a song that was on the Billboard Hot 100 called Fifi. Not Kiki, Do You Love Me? Fifi. And when I hear Fifi, I have no idea what this song is about. But when I see that he has a song called Fifi, the only thing that comes to mind to me is, that's a prison sex toy. What if, let's just throw this out there, hypothetically, what if this guy was subconsciously or subliminally talking about what he could potentially become while he is locked up? Fifi, do you love me? But while I was doing research about this dude, because he is facing some very serious charges, some very serious federal charges that carry 25 to life. And mind you, I would not pay this dude any type of attention outside of that because what he considers music to me is personally trash. I did learn some pretty interesting things about this fella. One of which being this Tekashi 6ix9ine's net worth, where it says that this dude has an estimated net worth of $500,000. This is coming to us from 2018. I'm not really sure how much you can believe this. Cody tells me that when he searched for this, he saw that this guy was worth something like $4 million. I know that when you search people's net worth on the internet, you can definitely get some inaccurate information from that. I mean, I searched AfterPrisonShow's net worth, and it says that we got an estimated value of $150,000. $150,000 though? You trying to tell me I'm worth $150,000? Boy, let me tell you, if that was accurate, we wouldn't be sitting here filming this video. I'd be sitting downstairs playing Red Dead Redemption 2 or flying my FPV drones. We'd be rich. $150,000 though, that's like $1 million to me. But moving on, like I said, I do want to give you my personal opinion of this guy's situation. And one thing that I think you're going to find really interesting as I begin that is, you know, throughout all of the time that I've served, I've spent most of my adult life locked up. I've been free from prison now for over 3 years. This is the longest separation that I've had in my life from trouble ever. But throughout all of that time that I've ever served, I gotta tell you, just based upon seeing videos of this dude, and I'm talking about outside of his music videos, there's all sorts of videos on Facebook talking about the fact that this guy has gotten locked up for these really serious charges. And seeing the way that this dude carries himself, this dude is a convicted felon and he has no problem posting pictures and videos of himself out there with all sorts of automatic and semi-automatic weapons, which automatically tells me from 22 Jump Street that this dude is an absolute idiot. And with that, trust and believe me when I tell you that I have met plenty of dudes while serving time who act just like Lil Pistachio 6ix9ine. You've got these gang members or these wannabe gang members who are basically nothing more than crash test dummies, or as Dave's homeboy Terry likes to refer to Big Dave as. Little FYI and fun fact for all of you, did you know that Terry served time with Big Dave? And while locked up, Big Dave had a different nickname, and that nickname was Launchpad. Lil Tekken 6ix9ine is just that. He's a launchpad. He's the type of guy who's gonna do anything for attention or anything to try to fit in and seem like he's living that thug life, gangster mentality lifestyle. And take it from our guy, Little Tomb Raider 69, that is an absolute recipe for disaster. Again, I've seen plenty of dudes while locked up who act just like this dude. They're gonna try to do anything they can to fit in, try to act like they go hard, just in an effort to really try to portray that gangster lifestyle. And trust and believe me when I tell you that gangster lifestyle, just like addiction in a lot of cases, is only gonna lead to one of two things. Either the grave or prison. And it most certainly appears that Little 69 is most certainly heading for one of those himself. Now, this guy is most certainly no stranger when it comes to getting in trouble. This guy has been locked up for selling drugs. He ended up going to Rikers Prison when he was a juvenile. And I guess it was sometime during that stint that he served at Rikers Island where he became involved with the Bloods. And you know, this Tekashi 6ix9ine actually did an interview on a popular radio show called The Breakfast Club where he admitted that he had two fears in life. One being God and the other being the feds. And it doesn't really seem like this guy feared the feds all that much. Again, taking pictures with all of these automatic and semi-automatic weapons and really just putting himself completely out there with this gang thug life mentality. Not only did Little Mitsubishi serve time as a juvenile for selling drugs, he also just recently got in some more trouble prior to the federal charges he was just charged with. And boy, you a thug, you trying to live that gang life for real, and you a rapper. And you done caught you some of the worst type of charges you could get messing with a minor. Boy, they don't look too kindly on them type of charges while you locked up. And we ain't just talking about any old minor, neither. This chick was 13 years old. And you pled guilty to that. But it would most certainly appear that little little Tekashi 69 most certainly has bigger problems on his plate right now with these federal charges. Racketeering is definitely a charge that's going to carry a lot of time, and also those federal weapons charges. And also the fact that you've got a pretty decent prior criminal record. You know, they say these charges carry anywhere from between 25 years to life. You know, I think about, will this guy get a bond in this situation? I think somebody told me that he had a bond, they revoked the bond. I can pretty much guarantee you that bond is gonna be completely out of the question for this guy. That's my personal opinion, and the reason that I say that is because this dude does have some pretty decent financial means, meaning he has a good amount of money, whether we're talking about $500,000 or $4 million, however much this dude has, or however much this dude is worth. You know, the feds are gonna look at that money, and the first thing they're gonna say is, this dude, he's a flight risk. Your Honor, we think that Mr. Tekken 6ix9ine, not sure if that's his real name or not, does not need to be given a bond because of the fact he's a flight risk. He has the financial means to be able to jump on an airplane and get gone. So we're requesting that bond be denied and we go ahead and keep this guy locked up until trial, where most certainly he is guaranteed to take one heck of a plea deal. Because in the feds, they've got something like a 97, 98, 99% conviction rate. You ain't beating the feds. If they get you for these charges, you're dead to rights. Racketeering, federal firearm charges. Boy, you a done-done. They gonna smoke your boots. They gonna peel your wig back past that Skittles pack on the top of your head. Boy, you going to prison and you facing an ass load of time, which you're probably gonna end up getting. But the good news for you, little Street Fighter 69, is in the feds, they've got this one specific type of a plea deal. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I've never served federal time, but I've most certainly heard about it quite a bit. Most certainly served a lot of time with dudes who had federal time. Dudes who were coming back from federal prisons back to the jail that housed federal prisoners just to snitch. And so, you know, potentially that could be an option for this guy. If this guy has to stand any chance in the world of seeing daylight again, he's most certainly going to have to do him quite a bit of that 15-syllable word. Operating. He's going to have to cooperate. You know, it's interesting. I'm looking at this Wikipedia thing again, and it says genres for little Tekashi 6ix9ine right here. It says hip-hop SoundCloud rapper. You know, when I think of a SoundCloud rapper, this is exactly what I think about. Absolute garbino. Hey, Cody, you listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine, don't you? No. I didn't think so. If you did, you'd be fired. Ain't gonna listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine, he on AfterPrisonShow, you ain't. Matter of fact, if you rock with this dude, go ahead and unsubscribe from this channel automatically. I think Jake Paul just uploaded something new. Maybe they're doing an unboxing there. Is that guy even still around? He probably is, because I think Shane Dawson absolutely put the defibrillator on that guy's career. Clear! We're back! Hey, boy, vlogging! Boy, Joe, you come back from Reno and you are just full of life. I am. I feel revitalized. Thank you very much for asking. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I don't want to make this super long. Again, I just wanted to offer you guys my opinion on this, however you pronounce this dude's name. His name is Tekashi. It almost sounds like that should be like a new release 2019 model of a Mitsubishi compact car. Mitsubishi 2019 Tekashi model. A 69 miles to the gallon. Electric. Sort of like a Chevy Leaf. Or whoever makes that kind of a car. Yeah, again, I just wanted to offer you guys up a little bit of my opinion on this dude's situation. He's absolutely fucked. There's no doubt in my mind about that. His only chance is probably going to be to testify, snitch, and cooperate. Tekashi, what you got to tell us? Shit, here's my whole Wikipedia's on the gang. Here, take it all. I ain't about to do this, Tim. I got that 13-year-old girl out there waiting for me. Boy, Joe, you go in. Joe, whoo. Sound like a SoundCloud rapper with them bars. But even with as hard as I've been going in the paint on this dude, sort of like the Nevada Wolfpack, who are ranked number 5 in the country. They're 7-0 right now, folks. Shout out to them. Even with as hard as I've been going on this dude, sort of like a Fifi, I do want to say this, and this might come as sort of a surprise. I feel bad for this guy. I really do. And not because, you know, I don't think he deserves to be in the trouble that he is in. You know, they've got a video that's been all over TMZ of him ordering a 30-pack hit on Chief Keef's cousin. And you let TMZ get that? You ain't even got to worry about the feds. TMZ worse than them. I feel bad. And the reason is because here was a guy who got in trouble as a juvenile. He served his time. Yeah, he got involved with the gang life. But you had an opportunity, man. You really did. You somehow and miraculously became a popular and successful rapper. Even though I consider your music worse than the smell from the garbage disposal in the sink. Or like the diapers of them infants I was smelling on the plane ride back. Why they let babies fly? But you had an opportunity. You really did. You had an opportunity to be able to put that life behind you and to be successful. And you could have took that money and invested and, you know, but that was definitely not in the cards for you. You became successful, and you chose to continue going down a stupid path. And it's unfortunate, you know, because not everybody is given the opportunity that this guy was given and that so many others have been given as well. He's not the only one who has made stupid mistakes after finding success. He's just the most popular one to talk about right now. Cody, you seen any other stories about Bill Cosby lately? I guess if there's anything that I could say in closing to this situation, it's, you know, learn from this guy. Here's a guy who made mistakes and was given another chance and found immense success from that chance, but then flushed it all down the garbage disposal. You are never gonna get it completely right all the time in life. Life is all about making mistakes and learning from them. But the key to it is learning from them. Take it from me. I'm a guy who's been locked up many times. I've probably got a more extensive and longer criminal history than little Pistachio right here. But definitely ain't got nowhere near the type of charges this dude's been charged with. Especially that minor charge. Boy. You're not always gonna get it right in life, but that's okay. If you make mistakes, learn from them and absolutely do everything in your power to do better. Do not for a second after making those mistakes, if given another chance to do it right, ever step foot into that prior life that led to trouble. Because not only did this guy just dabble in that prior life, this guy was all in. Like I was in Reno at the casino. Except I won. That rarely ever happens. The sad reality about little Pinocchio 6ix9ine situation, and something that you absolutely should take heed to, is potentially this dude's life is over. If it's not, I'd be very curious to see who he gave up in an effort to get another chance. You will make mistakes in life, but sometimes the mistakes that you make can cost you the rest of your life or your life completely. So as funny as I've made this video, I'm gonna end this on a very powerful point. And that point is, don't be little Tekken 6ix9ine. It ain't cool. Ain't nothing about this lifestyle this dude was living was cool. And he's probably definitely got a long and hard road ahead of him, involving a whole lot of Fifi. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, nor ever end up like little Mitsubishi Tekashi 6'9", and make the most of every day.